let's get into it. Now, the All Blacks have managed to grind out a 29-19 victory over France in Hamilton and completing the series sweep. So congratulations to our boys. What a win, and what a way to kickstart, their international campaign as they have a break now and get ready for the Rugby Championship against Argentina. So, yeah. But there's always a but. Honestly, this wasn't pretty, Sure, the result is what counts, Win is a win. Doesn't matter how they won. But this performance, far from the All Blacks that we know and expect. So, yeah. Let's break it down and let's get started. From the opening whistle, France came out like they had to prove a point. They scored early, especially their try from, Likarik, off the maul. I don't know about you, but I was sitting there thinking, hold on, this isn't the All Blacks that we know. That line-out mistake from Tukiaho was just a start. And before you know it, France were 10 up. Not the ideal start for us. But you got to give credit to our All Blacks. I mean, they fought back. Will Jordan showed his pace to score that primo-ass try. Mackenzie converted. And just like that, we were back in the game. But let's not ignore the issues here. There were some basic errors early on. And that chip kick from Adi Savir, like, what the heck? I was like, what? Yikes. And that's when France punished us and, they pushed their lead to 13-10. So, disappointing stuff. But let's talk about the halftime score, though. 19-17 to France. That's right. The All Blacks were trailing. And while they found, some rhythm with a, slick, backline move leading to Anton Lienert-Brown's try, this wasn't the dominant, All Blacks that we know and expect. But, France were hanging, they were hanging in there with every step of the way. Their defense was just incredible. But the All Blacks were lucky to not, be further down, handling errors, penalties, discipline started to creep into our game, poor decision making, we're all over the place, But against any other team, they could have been, punished for that, Can't afford to play like that against the Bucks and Argentina. But they stayed within striking distance. That's about the only positive at the break. So, then moving on, to the second half, I thought that France came out strong, looking to add their lead. But here's the thing. The All Blacks, despite not playing, well, and have this ability, to, control the game and build momentum. But we were able to turn it around and, when it mattered the most. And Will Jordan's break led to a penalty in the French 22. And then that moment of magic from Mackenzie, a perfect grabber kick. And Reece, stripped the ball. And then Duplessis Karefi, dives in for the try. What a special moment for Karefi. That was a lucky break. But put the All Blacks in front. And just when it felt like the game, could swing either way, Jordy Barrett pulls off a, crucial tackle to stop a French try. That was a huge moment. And then out of nowhere, Brodie McAllister scores on debut, his first try. The All Blacks had sealed it, 2019. That's when we knew that it was game over. Mackenzie's conversion gave them, the 10-point, buffer. But honestly, the match had been, far from comfortable, But let's talk about France. We got to give France credit. Big respect to them. They were absolutely outstanding in this series. Let's just be honest. They played with heart, skill, dominance, resilience. In every test, they showed why they are one of the top teams in the world right now. The way they came out on this, final test, early tries, tactical kicking, and their defensive pressure as well, was nothing short of, impressive. Even when the All Blacks were pressing, they kept their heads and managed to stay in the game. I thought their defense was brilliant. They had chances to win, and with a little more, luck on precision, they couldn't take the game, no doubt. But I got a lot of respect, for this French side. They were brilliant, and I expect them to do big things, in the upcoming tournaments. So yeah, the All Blacks get the win. Pretty stoked with that, and that's what counts, But I'm sitting here thinking, is this the best we've got? I mean, look, it's a win, and you take it. But this team was far from their best. Handling errors, poor decision making, and the lack of precision in the moments against a better team. They could have, gone south quickly. But question is, are they ready for the championship? The Rugby Championship, are they ready? I mean, if they are serious about dominating, teams like, Argentina, the Springbok, especially in the Rugby Championship, they need to clean up their act. Right now, they have to clean up their act. No excuses. That chip kick from Adi Savia, not good enough. The defensive discipline, it could have been better. And don't even get me started on the breakdown, it's not up to scratch, But here's the silver lining. I mean, they've got, time, and, we're just building a new team. There's new debutants coming through, and we're slowly building, and that's what it's all about. It's building towards the Rugby World Cup in 2027. And, I think there's a lot of fire in this, the squad, and they will get better. And, give them a couple of weeks, I think they'll start to find their rhythm, and also, start to play more as a team, and also just, gelling those, those combinations, getting those connections right. But yeah, they'll be in good shape. And I believe that, if they can fix these issues, then we're unstoppable. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a long tournament, but I'm super pumped for, the Argentinian game. It's going to be a good game. And also the game in Eden Park as well against the Bucks. So there you have it, guys. That's my thoughts about, the third and final test. But what do you guys think? Was this performance, is this something that we are expecting from the All Blacks? Or do you think they'll be able to, turn it around before, the Rugby Championship? So yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more rugby content. Keep supporting your rugby teams, and keep the rugby spirit alive. And we will see you in the next video.